So, first things first, pot isn't legal quite yet. Recreational marijuana is still illegal until July 1st, 2015, and the first stores likely won't open until sometime in 2016. That gives state regulators a little more time to figure out what the system is going to look like and how to transform the existing black market economy into something that's more tightly regulated. In 2011, a national survey on drug use asked Oregonians 12 and older how many of them had smoked pot in the last month. The answer, about 11%. In Colorado and Washington, market studies have been done to try to estimate the size of the recreational markets there. In Washington, a study found that the approximate demand for recreational pot was 175 metric tons, or 175 million joints. And in Colorado, the estimate was 121.4 metric tons. In Oregon, Seth Crawford, a professor at Oregon State University, did a study where he tried to estimate the size of the recreational pot market here. His estimate was that recreational users in Oregon consume about 154,000 pounds of pot a year, or around 70 million joints a year. So, who's supplying all of this demand for marijuana? Well, right now, black market pot in Oregon is a pretty local business. Oregon likely gets some marijuana from California, a little bit from British Columbia, but the majority of it is grown in the state. Oregon's also a pot exporting state. Marijuana sells wholesale for about twice the price on the East Coast as it does in Oregon, so that creates an incentive for people to move pot grown in Oregon across the country. The Oregon Department of Justice says the Oregon Medical Marijuana Program is a major source of recreational pot. Under the program, a grower can possess up to 6 mature plants per patient and 1.5 pounds of usable pot total. The medical growers we met are yielding way more than that, at least 4 pounds of usable pot per plant. And the DEA has an even higher estimate. They say outdoor plants in Southwest Oregon yield, on average, between 6 and 20 pounds of marijuana. So there's a lot of extra pot floating around, and much of it is feeding Oregon's recreational demand, or it's being shipped to places like New York and Massachusetts where the price is higher. The legalization law doesn't go into effect until 2016, so the state legislature has some time to work through the challenges that come with the law and to potentially propose some new regulations. One thing we've heard that legislators are interested in is tightening up the medical marijuana program and potentially making it harder for people to get cards.